it's Jenny here from Jenny's Mask Studio, coming to you from beautiful Vashon Island. I'm out here on my deck, so you might hear a little bit of road noise, but it's a lot quieter than three boys inside the house. So I want to tell you about my masks, how to wear them, some of the materials that are used, and why I think they're the best out there, and I hope you agree with that. So one thing that's nice is that they have long stretchy ties that go behind your head, okay, that won't hurt the back of your ears. But instead of having to tie long ties, they are adjusted with a pony bead. So there's a bead here, and so you just pull your ties apart and then it keeps it the length that you need it. It also has a nice sturdy nose wire that keeps your glasses from fogging up. Now a lot of masks will come with, and I've tried every kind of nose wire out there. There's these aluminum nose wires that can mold to the bridge of your nose. The only problem is you got to take them out before you wash them, and they do break and they get kind of mangled. And so I started using these, somebody introduced me to them, these soft wire ties. So I cut them to the length that I need, and they're super moldable. They'll stay in your mask and they won't break. So I really wanted to create a mask that would last for a long time, because I put a lot of time in them, and you spend a lot of money on masks and you want something that's going to last and is comfortable. And so that's what I've tried to create, is not something that you're just going to wear, you know, a few times and then the stitching is going to break, or the nose wire is going to break, or the ties are going to stretch out. So I've tried to take all that into consideration to make this perfect mask. I call this a relaxed box design. So a traditional box design looks like this, and you can see it has this seam across the top. Well, depending on your size of your nose, there's only a limited amount of space here. And so if you have a bigger nose, you might not have enough room for your nose in there. Also, I don't like the look of the style as much. I feel like this design shows off the fabric more, especially if you have a beautiful pattern on there. So I like this relaxed box design. People like it because it sits off their face, so they don't feel quite so claustrophobic. It also has really good coverage. You know, we're told the mask should go underneath your chin, have a nice tight seal, and that's what this mask does. So to wear your mask, you're gonna just put the bottom strap over your head, put it on like a necklace. I lift it, put it under my hair, and then I'm just gonna pull the top strap over my head, get my nose wire adjusted, and then it tightens in the back with the bead. So then I just pull the bead tight, and there you go. If you don't want to have it over your hair, which I usually don't like having it over my hair, I just pull it down after it's tightened, because it's kind of hard to tighten the bead when it's under your hair. So tighten it when it's over your hair, pull it down, and then just lift it up right over your ears. And now you've got this super comfortable mask that you can, it's, you know, it looks like a mask that goes over your ears, but it's not resting on the back of your ears. And then when you go out of the store, or if you're on a walk, when you are not around people, you can just put it down, and it just looks like a cute bandana. So you're probably gonna want one to go with all your outfits. The other thing I really like about these masks is they support a local quilt shop here on Vashon Island. I get all my fabrics from them. They don't have the tie material, so the ties are made out of swimsuit fabric. So you can buy swimsuit fabric by the yard. I cut it into strips and then pull it, and it makes these super stretchy, soft ties. So everything is hand cut, bought locally as much as possible. This business has I had to close my daycare down when the pandemic began, and so making masks kind of saved me. You know, I'd wake up in the morning, and I have three boys and I'm homeschooling them, but getting to sit down and make masks and help my community. I made over 500 masks for my community before I decided to start selling these masks. So once I found a design that I really liked, and once I figured out that I'm not going to be able to open my daycare for a while and I need a source of income. So my mother-in-law and I sew these Jenny's masks, and I just appreciate your support, and I hope you love these masks. I hope that you find a mask that speaks to you. There's so many fun fabrics on my website, and I'm always adding more. Designers like this is a K facet, Tula Pink, all these beautiful batiks, just really fun fabrics, designs, really something for everybody. And if you like something neutral, there's also some neutrals on there too. The other thing you'll notice, and maybe you won't notice this, but a lot of these design, if you're a fabric, if you love fabric like I do, you will recognize these names, and you will recognize that these prints aren't made anymore. So like this print here is called Sugar Skulls by Tula Pink, and if you bought this fabric now, it sells for like $80 a yard. So really unique. So if you see a fabric that you like, a mask that you love, that speaks to you, snatch it up, because if it says there's only 4, then there's only 4, and I won't be able to get more fabric. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. So thank you for your support. Wear your mask, stay safe. If you can stay at home, stay at home. But you know, there's those times where you have to go to the store, or you have to go to the doctor's, or wherever you have to go. Even if you're out on a walk and you might encounter people, you're going to want to have your mask with you. And especially if you're working, thank you to the healthcare workers, the grocery store workers, everybody that has had to not just stay at home these last 4.5 months, but I'm just so grateful for you guys. And I know several of you have worn my masks, or I've donated masks to you. And take care, and I'll see you next time.